Sometimes I get the feeling that nobody likes me, and sometimes I get the feeling I'm number one. There's some days I think that maybe I should call you, and some days where I don't think of you at all. And sometimes I get the feeling that somebody's watching, and sometimes I get the feeling I'm all alone. There's some days I think that maybe I made a mistake, and some days I think that I cannot go wrong. And if you feel it too, you let me know. Sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling I'm on a roll. And sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling I'm coming home, like I'm coming home. Like I'm coming home. Sometimes I get the feeling I'm on an island, and sometimes I get the feeling I'm lost at sea. There's some days I wish that I never met you, and some days I hope that you might think of me. And sometimes I get the feeling that I'm going crazy, and sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who makes sense. There's some days I feel like all I'm doing is failing, keeping in mind that I'm trying my best. And if you feel it too, you let me know. Sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling I'm on a roll. And sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes I get the feeling I'm coming home, like I'm coming. The world spins madly, and I think I'm madly spinning too. Rising softly, I'm softly singing about you. I get overwhelmed. Take a deep breath and count to 10. My world spins around you. Well, sometimes he gets the feeling, sometimes she gets the feeling, sometimes they get the feeling. What's going on? Sometimes I get the feeling, sometimes you get the feeling. We all sometimes get the feeling like what the hell's going on? Sometimes we get the feeling, sometimes we get the feeling, sometimes we get the feeling what's going on. Sometimes we get the feeling, sometimes we get the feeling, sometimes we get the feeling what's going on. I get the feeling. Sometimes I get the feeling what's going on.